Hi friends, welcome to this episode of Dream Careers. Dream Careers is about people who have reached a position of authority in their respective fields. Today we have such guest in this episode. It's my privilege to welcome Dr. Uttara Deshmukh. Welcome Dr. Uttara Deshmukh to this show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So before we start with the questions, answers with Dr. Uttara, I would like to talk a brief introduction about her. So Dr. Uttara, she has completed her bachelor's. She completed her bachelor's in prosthetics and orthotics. And then she started practicing as a doctor. For a couple of years, maybe around 12-13 years, she practiced as a doctor, and then she did her master's in prosthetics and orthotics. So friends, what is this prosthetics and orthotics is something that will amaze you right now, but we'll ask her later on. But let me tell you, now she is principal of MGM Health Sciences Institutes for Departments of Prosthetics and Orthotics. There are so many people in this world, so many students who have a dream of becoming doctor and help humanity. They apply for NEET, they try to do MBBS and all. And there are so many of them who are not able to get into the medical colleges due to various reasons. But if you are passionate about serving humanity, there is a lot that you can still do. Prosthetics and orthotics career is not only about realizing your own dreams, but through this, you can help realize dreams of so many human beings. This field is about helping people who have some physical disabilities, who have physical ailments due to many reasons like polio or diabetes, or maybe because of accident they have lost their limbs, and now just walking, standing on their own feet is a dream for them. So through this today's career that we are talking about, you just cannot realize your own dream of helping others, but you realize dreams of those people who want to stand on their own feet and who want to walk. Today's guest, Dr. Uttara, she is doing this. And not only this, she is heading an institute who is creating students who will further and are already helping patients to realize their dreams of walking and standing on their own feet. So she has done so many papers and all in a lot of international magazines and all. I'll just read it for you for your convenience. There are so many things I cannot remember, so I'll just read. So she has presented major papers in various international as well as national conferences, such as conferences organized by Orthotics and Prosthetics Association of India, International Society of Prosthetics and Orthotics, and Indian Association of Cerebral Plasty. She has presented papers in the field of cerebral plasty, mobility aids, upper extremity prosthetics and orthotics. And she has received award for best teacher from the Institute of Scholars. So welcome, Dr. Uttara. Welcome to this show. And I'm sure students, parents, and whoever is watching this video will get a lot of inspiration into getting into this field and will start dreaming about helping humanity. So welcome to this show. If I have missed on something in your introduction, you are free to talk about yourself as much as you can. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir, for the warm welcome and the great introduction. I know I have been going through this field since last 20 years, and by the means of your organization, I'm able to explore my field of prosthetics and orthotics. So I'm very much thank you for all your support. And let me introduce myself. I have completed my bachelor's as well as master's in prosthetics and orthotics. Currently I am working here as an in-charge principal at the Department of Prosthetics and Orthotics at MGM Institute of Health Sciences, Kamote, Navi Mumbai. We have started our bachelor's in prosthetics and orthotics program since 2016 at MGM Institute of Health Sciences, and this is very new program. And we can say prosthetics and orthotics is a very unique field which combines both blend of engineering as well as medical sciences. So the students, they have knowledge of medical subjects as well as engineering subjects also.
Okay.
And we can say it is an art as well as science. Why it is an art? Because students have to apply their knowledge and apply their scientific knowledge and assess the patient, prescribe the prosthesis or orthosis, and also they have to fabricate it. Fabrication and fitment is also a major role of prosthetists and orthotists. So it is art as well as science.
Wonderful. That's a very nice philosophical kind of introduction to prosthetics and orthotics. But ma'am, for a layman, for a person who has, I'm sure people are watching, so many of them are not even aware about this field. So for a layman or for the understanding of particularly parents who want their kids to go into medical sciences, what is prosthetics and orthotics as a layman? What is this?
Yes, as a layman, prosthetics means artificial limbs. So any person who does not have any organ, there are many reasons, as you said, due to the diabetes, due to the road traffic accidents, due to the cancer, there are various reasons due to which they lose their organs, and to replace that organ with the artificial one is called as prosthetic science, and that particular part is called as prosthesis.
Okay.
And the person who fits it is known as prosthetist. In the same way, orthotics means when the limb is present, but due to many reasons, there are various disorders because of the brain hemorrhage or delayed milestones or many things, many neurological, neuromuscular disorders are there, and due to which the limb is present, but it has some weakness or some deformity is there. So to correct that deformity, they require support, and that support is known as orthosis.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. So it was a very simple, explanation about prosthetics and orthotics. Do you have a sample to show for a limb so that people can immediately connect with it? What is it actually about?
Yes, definitely. I'll show you the prosthesis. Yes. This is called as transtibial prosthesis. Means when the patient has lost the limb below the knee, or this is also called as below knee prosthesis. Actually, right now this is of not this is the internal structure. This is called as endoskeletal system. So this is internal structure. But when the patient is to be discharged, that time we will give with cosmetic cover and with a normal limbs appearance. And this is called as transfemoral system. This is also internal structure. So when the patient will be discharged, that time we give it with proper cosmetic cover and just like a normal human limbs. And these are some orthoses which I said that they are required for giving support. So this is called as ankle foot orthosis. This is the elbow orthosis for keeping the elbow in straight. Then this is called as knee orthosis. So this is given for osteoarthritic patient for support to give support to the knee. And these are also, this is the hand splint. So for patients with stroke or patients with the radial nerve palsy, this type of hand splint can be given. Then this is foot insole. These
Okay.
there are various foot deformities. For them, this type of insoles can be given. These are inserted under their shoes, and there are various areas where the pressure can be tolerated in our foot also. And
Okay.
the foot insole has made according to the patient's measurements. So these are various types of orthosis.
Okay, so this gives a far better idea about, I can immediately connect with what it is about. And I'm sure those who are watching these videos, the students and all, so they can connect to it. So I have a very simple question. There are those, knee joints kind of things and all. So can it be an alternative to knee replacement operations or no?
No. This cannot be alternative for the knee replacement operations. But after knee replacement, when the support is required or prior to the knee replacement, the knee replacement surgery can be postponed with this type of orthosis. And after surgery also, for support, these orthosis can be provided.
Okay, perfect.
So
yeah,
basically, prosthetists and orthotists, they do not intervene in the internal surgical part, but pre-operative or post-operative management, they can assist, or they can get involved in the pre or post-operative management of the non-surgical part. They can assist.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. I think we have a video of a patient who has got his, limb replaced, and we'll just play it for people to watch. Okay.
Yes.
So.
आप हमें बताइए आपके एक्सीडेंट के बारे में, कैसे हुआ आपका एक्सीडेंट?
मैं सर अमीश गजानन जावड़ेकर। मैं एक्चुअली ओला चला रहा था, मेरा खुद का गाड़ी था, तो ड्राइवर को दिया मैंने शाम को, रात को तकरीबन 9:30 के आसपास, 10 के आसपास गाड़ी दिया उसको। उसके बाद मैं चल के आ रहा था, तो पीछे से मेरे को कोई गाड़ी वाले ने ठोक दिया, और मेरा घर वहाँ से कम लगभग 7 से 8 मिनट लगेंगे घर जाने के लिए, उतना ही दूर था, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं। लेकिन जिसने मेरे को ठोका वो मेरे को ठोक के ऐसे ही छोड़ के निकल गया। मैं वहीं पर रात भर था, किसी भले इंसान ने मेरे को एडमिट किया हॉस्पिटल में। उसके बाद घर वाले आए, पता नहीं घर वाले आए थे, कितने बजे आए कितने बजे नहीं मालूम नहीं। मेरी आँख तकरीबन 17 दिन के बाद खुली, 17-18 दिन के बाद खुली, क्योंकि 17 दिन मैं आईसीयू में था, पता नहीं मैं जिंदा था भी या नहीं भी। 18 दिन के बाद मालूम पड़ा मुझे कि मेरा हाथ टूटा है, पाँव टूटा है, सर आँख चली गई। मैं काफ़ी डिप्रेस था, लेकिन मेरे जो पापा हैं उन्होंने मेरे को एक सपोर्ट दिया, नहीं बेटा कोई बात नहीं, जिंदगी है, ऐसा होते रहता है। तो वो हिसाब से मैंने भी जीने की चाह छोड़ी नहीं, जिंदा हूँ उनके आशीर्वाद से, उनकी कृपा से जिंदा हूँ, और शायद आज मैं कल भला होगा, उनकी बदौलत भला होगा। आई एम श्योर कि मैं एक ना एक दिन पक्का, यकीनन 110% मैं पक्का अच्छा ही होऊंगा उनकी वजह से।
इस डिपार्टमेंट के बारे में कैसे पता चला? मुझे
एक्चुअली मालूम नहीं था कि मेरे को किसने एडमिट किया, लेकिन एडमिट किया वो सीधा एमजीएम में एडमिट किया। उसके बाद जब डॉक्टर ने कहा कि स्प्रिंग लेना पड़ेगा, पहनना पड़ेगा, तो डॉक्टर उत्तरा मैडम ने कहा ये स्प्रिंग बराबर नहीं है, ऐसा स्प्रिंग बराबर नहीं, वो नहीं, ये लो। क्योंकि पाँव मेरा फुट है वहाँ पर इन्वर्जन पोजीशन था, इसके लिए वो ना तो मैं चप्पल पहन पा रहा था, ना तो मैं स्प्रिंग पहन सकता था, कि पाँव जो फुट था वो सही नहीं था, वो इन्वर्जन पोजीशन में था। इसकी वजह से मैं जो डॉक्टर ने दिया था वो स्प्रिंट, जो उत्तरा डॉक्टर ने जो स्प्रिंट दिया था वही पहनने लगा। इसके बाद मैं चलने लगा, धीरे 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 चलने लगा। आज मैं खुद ब खुद अकेला चलता हूँ, खाली ये लकड़ी के सहारे से, न वरना वो भी नहीं।
Thank you.
So this was that video that you have watched, and I think after watching all those artificial limbs and this patient in this video, small video, I think all of us are now very, very clear as to what this field is all about, and it motivates me, and I am sure it has motivated a lot of it is motivating a lot of students who are watching our video right now. So ma'am, now so what is this degree all about? So this Bachelor of Prosthetics and Orthosis. So what is it? How many years? And before asking this question, I just want to recheck with you if you have any data which tells how many people need a limb replacement in India, in the country, so that you know the scope of this field is clear.
Yes. Sir, according to the 2011 census produced by WHO, there are 2.21 people of whole population of the world. They are in India. The 2.21% of people are lying in India. So it goes approximately 30 lakhs people according to that census. 30 lakh people are there in India who needs this type of devices supporting splints or artificial limbs. So this is, I mean, the scope of for the BPO students is a very high, and that's why there are very limited colleges who are having this degree program at their institutes, and hence the BPO candidates, the BPO students who are passed out, the number of people students is very less as compared to the requirement of the professionals.
Correct.
So this field has a very high requirement in future.
Yes. Yeah. So what is the BPO degree all about? So how many years and what kind of curriculum is there in BPO? What all subjects are taught? What is the qualifications required to get into a BPO graduation degree?
Yes.
BPO means Bachelor of Prosthetics and
Prosthetics and Orthotics. Yes. This is a BPO, that is Bachelor's in Prosthetics and Orthotics, is a 4.5 years duration program, and we have 6 months compulsory internship. The internship may be at various departments like prosthetic department or orthotic department, or in a rehabilitation setup, or in a multinational company. It depends on the institute to institute. It varies from institute to institute. And the students, they in their 4 years of curriculum, they have various subjects from medical science. There are some medical subjects, there are some engineering subjects. At the same time, there are some core subjects as well, which are specialized of prosthetics and orthotics. So medical subjects are like anatomy, physiology, amputation surgery, orthopedics and amputation surgery, then pharmacology, pathology, various subjects are there. And from engineering side, there are 3 subjects like basic electronics, applied mechanics, and computer science, because computer knowledge is a very must. The person who is computer known is the literate person nowadays. So computer science is very important in every field. So we have also like AutoCAD and CAD/CAM and general computer science. These all parts are there in their curriculum.
Wow.
Yes, and we have a material science also, so that students should know which type of material, of what strength of material has to be used for fabrication of any particular prosthesis or orthosis. And there are many core subjects as well, which are specialized for all 4 years.
Wow. So it's a very, very academic kind of, education where right from biology, I mean, human anatomy, physiology to engineering, computers, electronics, applied mechanics, because it is all about physical parts of the body.
When eligibility criteria is as per the Rehabilitation Council of India guidelines. We have this program is affiliated to Rehabilitation Council of India, which is a statutory government body. Like how for MBBS they have the Medical Council of India. In the same way, for this program particular, we have Rehabilitation Council of India, which is a central government statutory body. And according to the Rehabilitation Council of India norms, the students should have minimum 50% in physics, chemistry, biology, and English, or physics, chemistry, maths, and English. So either PCBE or PCME, minimum 50%.
So both the streams are
open, definitely.
Both the streams are eligible. Perfect. And in CBSE, there is an option of choosing physics, chemistry, maths, and biology also. So they are also. So anybody who is into sciences can actually go into this field. I have a very, I mean, it's an immediate query that props up of my mind, and I'm sure a lot of students will also know. After the bachelor's degree and spending 4.5 years into this, can they use doctor before their name?
Yes, this is a very good question, sir. And many of the students, they have a query in their mind, because nowadays, doctor prefixing is very important, because it gives another impact for students as well as for
the society as a whole.
Also, in the society as well. Yeah. So I would like to inform, as per we have our council, that is Orthotic Prosthetics Association of India, and as per the association, we can put doctor as a prefix, but in with P and O in as a suffix. So yes, doctor, they can definitely use doctor in front of their name, but in bracket prefix they have to use P and O, so that we are a specialized healthcare professionals, we are a specialized clinicians, and it is recognized by WHO as well, that the professionals who are treating to the patients, they can call themselves as a doctor. So they can definitely use the doctors as a prefix.
Wow. So without getting into MBBS, it's a very, very tough chance nowadays to get into NEET and to get into MBBS. So students who have missed that opportunity of getting into MBBS and they have a dream to serve humanity into medical sciences, BPO is a field for you, and you can use doctor before you. And there is an interesting thing about math students also. So anybody who has taken physics, chemistry, and maths can also use doctor before their name after completing this degree. So that will, I think, that makes this this field and profession very, very attractive. So
yes,
yeah. So what kind of opportunity after completing the bachelor's degree? Now what? They have a doctor's name, and after that, what all things they can do?
Yes, as I told that we have registered with the Rehabilitation Council of India. We are affiliated to Rehabilitation Council of India, and after completion of this degree, the student has to enroll with Rehabilitation Council of India, and by which they can get a CRR number, that is Central Rehabilitation Registration Number, with the help of which the student can do his own private practice at anywhere in the India. So student is able to do on his own private practice. There are many fields where the student can work. So he can work in a hospital setup, like as a prosthetist and orthotist. He can work in a multinational company as a prosthetist and orthotist. He can go for further studies. We have masters in prosthetics and orthotics also in the field. Then he can work with some NGOs, like there are many NGOs like Rotary Club or Jaipur Food also. There are many NGOs, so they can work with that also. Then they can perform, I mean, in the companies also they can work, multinational companies. There are various multinational companies, and nowadays many abroad companies also are also entering in India, and they can work, they can grasp the Indian market as well. So students have a lot of scope, and if
Yes.
they are not interested in job, they can go for their own setup also. They can do startup also. They can start their own practice.
So they can have their own clinic and all where they will, they'll treat
Definitely,
patients and they'll
definitely.
replace their patients. So this
Yes.
is this a very customized solution? So the limbs and all are customized per patient, or there are some generic solutions which can be used by anybody?
Yeah, there are some prefabricated also generic solutions also are available, but which are not, we would not recommend those much, because those are not as per the patient's requirement. So
Okay.
whatever options which are available in the market, they can use, but it depends case to case. But one should prefer to go for the customization, because customization is everyone's anatomical measurements are different, and customization is the best solution as compared to the prefabrication. So these limbs and orthosis, they can be customized only.
Yes. Okay, good. So this is a profession, and your college, MGM Medical Institute, is your department, in fact, is creating students and creating doctors of the future who will serve humanity through this profession. So where is your college, and how many seats are there, and what kind of facilities do you have, so that when he has passed out his 4.5 years, he is ready to start something of his own, or to, he can start helping people. So what all things are there? Can you just talk about your college?
Yes, we at MGM Institute's University Department of Prosthetics and Orthotics, we have started this program in 2016-17 at MGM Institute of Health Sciences, MGM campus, which is placed at Kamothe, Navi Mumbai. It is of only 25 students per year at MGM Institute of Health Sciences, Kamothe, Navi Mumbai. So every year we are taking only 25 students. Till date we have our students, totally 50 to 55 students are enrolled with MGM IHS for prosthetics and orthotics. And in the campus we have many facilities, like we have whole institute, we have department, prosthetic lab, we have orthotic lab, then we have central library also. The medical college is attached here only, and engineering college is also here only in the campus. So the students, they don't have to go anywhere outside the institutes. All the engineering and as well as medical faculties, they are taking the lecture within the campus itself. So, and they have to practice in the prosthetics and orthotics labs only. Then we have a library, central library. At the same time, we have NSS unit also for MGM students. So every year, minimum 10 students from Department of Prosthetics and Orthotics are enrolling in the NSS unit. We have Incubation Innovation Council at MGM Institute of Health Sciences. That is, any projects or any startups, we can give it to Incubation Innovation Council at MGM IHS. And those projects and startups, they can get the funds from Government of India. So IIC is a very useful council at MGM IHS. And students, we are also involved with other activities, social activities like Unnat Bharat Abhiyan activity, then Swachh Bharat Abhiyan activity. There are various NSS activities. Then we have IQAC at MGM IHS. That is, IQAC is a internal quality assurance cell, and each institute of MGM IHS also, it has a separate IQAC unit, that is internal quality assurance cell. So the data which is collected by the IQAC is submitted to NAC. NAC is National Accreditation Assessment Committee. So we are upgraded with the NAC ranking also, and we are Yes, we are accredited with NIRF ranking also. Every year we are providing data to the AI SHE also. So these are all things we are, these are the at MGM IHS.
Yeah,
And
so
our students are continuously participating in various activities of IIC, that is Institution Innovation Council, NSS, IQAC, NIRF, and AISH. Yes.
So this is a very promising institute, and I'm sure student will start taking admissions into it. And through this video,
very much, I would like to more focus on this, that this is very much research oriented institute. So students research projects are also given very much importance. They are we are giving them opportunity to present it in various conferences, various we are giving opportunity to them to present in various publications also. We are supporting them to publish their projects.
Good. And friends, we have an interesting, video clip for you now. Here is a student who came to Dr. Uttara for getting an artificial limb. And now he is a student of BPO also. So can you imagine, he was so inspired by the kind of work this institute is doing and madam is doing, that he wants to study this course. He wants to become a doctor. He wants to become a bachelor of prosthetic and orthotic. And now he wants to, help those who are like him the way he used to be before his new artificial limb. So here is a small clip for your, pursuit. You can watch it.
Go.
मेरा नाम वाजिद जाकिर हुसैन मंडल है। मैं फर्स्ट ईयर BPO से हूँ। जब मैं 3.5 साल का था तब एक रेलवे एक्सीडेंट में मुझे मेरा पैर खोना पड़ा घुटनों के नीचे से। 12वीं के बाद मेरा ऐसा था कि मुझे मेडिकल फील्ड में ही अपना करियर बनाना है, तो मुझे इस डिपार्टमेंट के बारे में मालूम पड़ा, MGM में BPO का कोर्स के बारे में मालूम पड़ा। सो मैंने डिपार्टमेंट को विज़िट किया। वहाँ मुझे डॉक्टर उत्तरा मैम मिली, जिन्होंने मुझे इस कोर्स के बारे में बहुत कुछ डिटेल में बताया कि ये कोर्स क्या है, इस कोर्स में हम क्या करते हैं, ये कोर्स में मेरा क्या फ़ायदा होगा, इस कोर्स में हम शारीरिक विकलांग लोगों की मदद कैसे करते हैं। मैम की बातें सुन के मुझे ये कोर्स काफ़ी पसंद आया, तो मैंने इस कोर्स में एडमिशन ले लिया। अब ऐसा है कि मैं इसी डिपार्टमेंट के बने हुए एक एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी के एंडोस्केलेटल प्रोस्थेसिस का इस्तेमाल करता हूँ और मुझे वो बहुत आरामदायक लगता है और बहुत अच्छा है। जैसे आप देख सकते हैं ऊपर, ये आप देख सकते हैं मैं मेरा स्टम्प कैसे सॉकेट कैसे निकाल रहा हूँ। ये आप देख सकते हैं मेरा स्टम्प। ये एक्सीडेंट की वजह से काफ़ी छोटा और क्रूकेट शेप का है, पर फिर भी मैं प्रोस्थेसिस पहनने के बाद काफ़ी कंफर्टेबली चल पाता हूँ, काम कर पाता हूँ, किसी आम इंसान की तरह कोई भी काम कर सकता हूँ। मैं मेरे टीम पार्टनर्स के साथ में एकदम इजीली प्रैक्टिकल वर्क कर सकता हूँ। मेरा बचपन से ड्रीम था कि मैं कभी एक एथलीट बनूं, बहुत अच्छा वाला। अब पहले एक्सीडेंट के बाद थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन हुआ था, बट अब जब से प्रोस्थेसिस पहन के मैंने चलने लगा हूँ, अभी लगता है कि माय ड्रीम माइट कम ट्रू सून।
थैंक यू।
So here was it, and I'm sure you have got inspired with this student as well and ma'am as well. This is an interesting course. Any last line, words and advice to students of today, parents of today, ma'am, from your side, so that they can choose a career where they are good at, where they can find out their interest? Any last minute and a last line for them, and after that we'll just close this talk.
I would like to advise only one thing, that nowadays only MBBS, medical and dental are not the options. There are ample of fields which are available for you after 12th. If you are passionate to serve the humanity, then the many fields are available, and bachelor's in prosthetics and orthotics is one of the such fields. So that is my advice to the newly generation.
Okay. So with that note, thank you very much, Ma'am Uttara, for joining this show. And I'm sure all the people who are watching this video will have already got inspired with the kind of work that you are doing. You are producing kids who are going to serve humanity now. You are creating future doctors, and you are yourself doing a wonderful job. I think with that note, we'll just close this show. Thank you very much. Thanks, friends, for joining Dream Careers in this episode. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much.